a tripod. This is going to be pretty fast. This is some sockeye salmon, red salmon from Alaska that I bought at Sprouts. A deep dish pan. I have some smoked salt back here, and I put it in this shaker to make it easier. I have, and this is also a product of Redmond. They have great salt products. This is Redmond Ancient Sea Salt, and then this is just some brown sugar here. So what we're going to do is we are going to dry brine our salmon as opposed to using the salt and the sugar and some water. And let's see if I can get you up here on the tripod. Oops. Okay, let's try this again, and I'll try not to shut the camera off this time. Just call me tripod clumsy. All right. There we go. Okay, so I have some scissors here. And I am just going to get this plastic off the salmon. And I'm going to use one hand to handle the fish because I don't want to get any of the salmon on any of my that I'm using. And I let the salmon, whoops, I'll have to wash that now. I let the salmon thaw overnight. Let's see, can you see? Yep. So I'm just gonna sprinkle brown sugar on it, right? A layer of it. Then I'm gonna do some of the smoked salt. I'm not going to go too crazy because this is actually pretty strong. And a little bit, just a little bit, not the whole tablespoon, just lightly sprinkle some of this ancient sea salt on it. Now, the way we learned to do this in Alaska, it was with a wet brine. But I was reading that you can dry brine as well, and that actually helps take a lot of the extra moisture out of the fish, which might improve the smoking, while holding in how moist the fish is. That makes sense. You could add some other stuff to this, like if you're going to do the water method where you have about a gallon of water mixed in with this. You could add some soy sauce to it if you wanted, Worcestershire, but we're just going to keep this really simple, because I feel like you get most of the flavor from the smoking process. Hey, we're doing a quick live. We're doing a quick live. We're brining the salmon.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it'll just be a few minutes. So what my plan with the salmon is to let it dry brine overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to put it on the smoker, and when I'm done smoking it, we're going to jar it.
Are you talking to me?
We're doing a live,
Oh.
but you can listen if you'd like. I like talking to you.
I'll listen.
Canning is actually a really good way to keep your smoked salmon nice and fresh. We learned this from our friend Don Hovda, not the dry brining, but brining and smoking and canning the salmon. I have another friend that likes to freeze it once it's smoked, but I would rather have something that's shelf stable. I feel like salmon that you put in the freezer has a limited shelf life, like maybe 6 months. And we've had pretty good success with keeping smoked salmon jarred, at least for a couple of years. Now my theory is with the salt, salmon is actually going to create its own brine. Kind of like when you make pickles with cucumbers or zucchini and you salt it. and the liquid comes out of it. It's the same concept. Plus, I think you're going to need less salt doing it this way because the water dilutes the salt and the sugar. And this is pretty much all there is to this process. It's very simple. I'm just going to put a lid on this and put it in the refrigerator. And we'll let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow, we will get our smoker fired up, our Traeger smoker. We're going to smoke us some wonderful salmon. I was thrilled to find the Copper River red salmon at Sprouts. At least I believe that's where they got it from. Hey Parker, thanks for joining us. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you had a great week at school. Just take my tripod off here. Oh, I did it. And that's pretty much it. I'm just going to put a lid on this and put it in the refrigerator, and we'll come back to this project tomorrow. You want some? Parker, I wish I could give you some. Thanks for watching.